Has come for what you actually came here for, and that is the announcing of the Court of Honor and the crowning of the King and Queen of the Mardi Gras in the Mountains 2016. First of all, let me introduce the 2015 reigning Queen of the Mardi Gras in the Mountains, Miss Christine Waldman from Gilmer County. And the 2015 reigning King, Mr. Jack Short from Pickens County. If you remember last year's event, over $20,000 raised by the candidates in the Court of Honor to support the organizations who were here hosting this event, and the great work that they've been able to do as a result of all the hard work of last year's Court of Honor. I feel confident that this year's court will be no different. To begin our introduction of the Court of Honor tonight, I'd like to introduce Miss Pam Cavender, who is the Cherokee County Queen nominee. Pam, also known as Mrs. Claus, is a 20-year resident of Cherokee County. She's honored to have been selected to represent her beloved Georgia home at the Georgia Mountains Hospice Mardi Gras on the Mountain. She's a former Cobb County resident, and she was an active volunteer in service at the Altoona Charities, a PTA president, a board member for the Miss Cobb County Scholarship Program, which is a preliminary program for the Miss America organization. As Pam embraced her love and appreciation for Cherokee County and North Georgia, she has produced a cable TV show, North Georgia Treasures, that aired on ETC3 for several years. And she moved on to Cherokee TV's with Treasures, Memory Lane Revisited. Pam has a heart for giving back and feels blessed to be able to volunteer with many groups such as Toys for Tots. She's been actively involved with Cherokee County's Safe Kids of Georgia, the Cherokee Chamber of Commerce Leadership Cherokee Program, and Teen Leadership Program. Pam currently serves on the board of the Children's Park of Georgia as an active member and former officer of the Ball Ground Historical Society. Her passionate life's work during the last 20 years has been to create herself as Mrs. Claus and sharing the true meaning of Christmas. Pam's portrayal of Santa's Mrs. C is based on her strong belief in biblical scripture. It is more blessed to give than to receive. As compassionate care and dedication of hospice professionals is near and dear to her heart, as 3 of her parents have been recipients of the excellent work of hospice as they provided care during the end of their life. Her role as Cherokee County's Queen nominee exceeded past donations to Georgia Mountain Hospice as they furthered their work to keep dedication and hard work of Georgia Mountain Hospice going. As a 2015 breast cancer survivor, Pam's outside interests have changed just a bit. She simply wants to enjoy each day, and she truly lives by the words she always closes her show with: savor the journey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cherokee County Queen nominee, Pam Cavender. The Cherokee County King nominee is Peter Gleichman. Peter is a native of the South, Southern New York, that is. Peter grew up on Long Island outside New York City before finally receiving sanity and moving to Georgia with his family in 2000. Peter attended Tufts University in Boston and performed in an original band that opened for the well-known groups such as Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band, Hot Tuna, and Jefferson Starship. In 1979, Peter moved to Florida, where he worked for a closed-circulation sports industry trade magazine before beginning law school at Stetson University College of Law in St. Petersburg, Florida. Peter transferred to the University of Maine School of Law in Portland, Maine, where he received a law degree. Peter met his now wife of 30 years sitting next to him at the Newport Jazz Festival in Newport, Rhode Island. In 2000, Carol, who's an Atlanta native, convinced him to move back to the Atlanta area with their children. Peter currently operates the Gleichman Law Firm, LLC, in Woodstock. In 2002, he joined the Rotary Club of Canton, where Carol's uncle, Sam, had been a member since 1966. They ran Cherokee County's first supermarket, Blair's Food Town. Since the mid-1950s, he was president from 2009 to 2010 and from 2010 to 2011 of the Rotary Club of Canton, leading the club to win Club of the Year for mid-sized clubs in the district. Peter is a recipient of the Canton Rotary Club Rotarian of the Year Cox Award, the Lamar Haley Community Service Award in 2010, and the Distinguished Service Award in 2010. He also received the Rotary International Distinguished Service Award in 2010, and the State Bar of Georgia's prestigious Justice Robert Benham Community Service Award in 2013. And he serves and won the Assistant Governor of the Year in 2014. He's active in Habitat for Humanity for North Central Georgia, where he has served as a local affiliate board member since 2002. He's performed with Cherokee County Habitat home closings as pro bono, doing those at no cost since 2000. He's a member of the ALS Association of Georgia's Advocacy and Public Policy Committee, and Peter has performed with the Atlanta Concert Band since 2002, rehearsing weekly and playing 6 to 8 concerts a year. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cherokee County King nominee, Mr. Peter Gleichman. Joining us this evening is now the Dawson County Queen nominee, Katharine Armentrout. Katharine and her husband Scott moved to the Jasper area in 2006 in order to be near their 2 children. The Episcopals apparently had her stopped in the back. This way. She moved to be near her 4 grandsons who live in Atlanta. Since then, she has been engaged in the community, helping those in need. She's an ordained deacon of the Episcopal Church of the Holy Family in Jasper, where in addition to serving at the altar and teaching, her principal ministries are outreach to the wider community and pastoral care. Since 2007, she served as the financial assistance counselor for CARES at the food pantry and a financial assistance center in Pickens County. From 2009 to 2015, she served on the board of CARES, and in 2011, she spearheaded the committee for the Pastor's Potluck Fundraiser, a cooking challenge among the pastors in our community. Katharine has also co-chaired the Family Diner, an ecumenical ministry which has provided free dinner one night a week from 2009 to 2012 at the Georgia Mountain Hospice Conference Room. This ministry was aimed at folks who were experiencing financial hardship during the recession of 2008. Her ministry is wider and includes a liaison to the Lamb Institute, a school and residential center for children in slums of Honduras, and is one of the liaisons to the St. Mark's School, a small poor village in the hills of Haiti. Before moving to Jasper, Katharine completed college at Brown University and moved to Baltimore with her husband, where she completed law school at the University of Maryland. She served as an assistant United States attorney for 18 years, and for 5 of those, she was at the Department of Justice in Washington as the director of the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force.
That's where she met me.
Sounds like she knew Jackie Dunn before she got here. She also served on the board of Habitat for Humanity of Baltimore for 5 years and as the chair of the Maryland Foster Care Review Board. In 2003, she retired from the Department of Justice and became an ordained deacon at the Episcopal Church in 2004. We welcome to the floor tonight Dawson County Queen nominee Katharine Armentrout. The Dawson County King nominee, Mr. Bill Salem, is a distinguished military graduate from Ohio University in 1965 with a bachelor's in business administration. Commissioned in February of 1965 with the United States Army as a second lieutenant in the infantry, he was assigned to the 1st Battalion, 22nd Infantry, 4th Infantry Division at Fort Lewis, Washington. His unit was deployed to Vietnam in August of 1966. A decorated combat vet, he served in Vietnam from August of '66 to July of 1967 as a platoon leader and a battalion adjutant. Assigned to Roanoke, Virginia's induction center from '67 to '69, where he was the commanding officer. Bill joined Rollins Incorporated in 1969 as an assistant to Mr. Rollins and functioned as a corporate troubleshooter. He became an assistant vice president of operations for a large catalog retailer in Atlanta, Georgia, and became the founder and president of the Sales Performance Group from 1982 to 2000, specializing in improving corporate sales. He was also elected president and founder of Bridgeport Limited, an executive search firm specializing in sales and marketing positions from 1985 to 1993. Serving his community as an elected District 1 County Commissioner for the Board of Commissioners of Dawson County from 2002 to 2006, he is an active volunteer supporting military veterans, modifying home for individuals with disabilities, and founded Vets for Vets, Inc. in 2007. He served as the chairman of the Shepherd Center Advisory Board until recently, and is married to Fran, who have their 2 adult sons, Steve and Mike, a Scottish Terrier, Kate, and a West Highland Terrier, Lexi, who complete their family. His hobbies are playing golf and drinking single malt scotch. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Saban. It said not necessarily in those orders, but I didn't read them. One probably improves the other. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to the floor tonight the Gilmer County Queen nominee, Sidney Mahan. Sidney is honored and humbled to represent Gilmer County as the Queen nominee for Mardi Gras. In 2005, while raising their family in Gwinnett County, Georgia, she and her husband were proud to relocate his law firm, John E. Mahan, attorney at law, to Ellijay. Sidney is the office manager and marketing director for the firm, and she's interjected an active volunteer in the community. Sidney is always eager to share her talents that God has blessed her with. She's active and has served on the Gilmer County Chamber of Commerce Board for 6 years and was chairperson in 2010. She's actively involved in Gilmer Arts, the Society of Decorative Painters, and the Ellijay First United Methodist Church, where she serves on numerous boards and committees. Sidney's a decorative artist who founded Sid Stuff in 1979 when she began selling art at the Atlanta Merchandise Mart gift shows. Her clients have included numerous gift catalogs, retirement villages, po-folks restaurants, and even Disneyland. In 2010, Sidney had the honor of being chosen as the featured artist at the McKellen Apple Bullington House on the Myriad Pilgrimage Tour of Homes, where she volunteered to paint murals and floor rugs, which still remain on display now. She was the lead artist for volunteer projects in the Gilmer County Arts Masquerade in the Mountains, the Run for Roses, and various murals at the Gilmer County Kids Cottage. She's been active in senior living communities by volunteering her time and talents, and she's passionate about this fundraiser as it hits close to home. Hospice has affected her life and so the lives of so many in different ways. Her daughter is the director of a hospice agency in Atlanta, and many of her friends have loved ones who have been touched by the need for caring hospice professionals. She is grateful for the opportunity to raise funds and awareness for Georgia Mountain Hospice and the local communities that she loves. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gilmer County Queen nominee, Sidney Mahan. The Gilmer County Queen nominee, Mr. Herman Clark. Herman, along with his son David, founded the law firm of Clark & Clark, Attorneys at Law, PC. Herman is involved in business and real estate litigation, environmental law, government law, education law, construction law, and general civil trial practice. In addition, he is a state-certified mediator and a nationally certified arbitrator. Herman's background in the field of civil engineering and surveying provides an extensive basement for his involvement in all phases of property law. His leadership role during the service in the House of Representatives of the Georgia General Assembly from 1987 to 1992 enhanced his governmental and educational practice areas. He participated as a principal author and co-author in the preparation of laws regarding environmental law in the state of Georgia. Herman was the first Republican elected in West Cobb County and served as Republican minority whip during part of his tenure at the Georgia General Assembly. Herman's military career spans 30 years, where he retired as a lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force Reserve and Air National Guard. His military education included areas of government, contract law, air command, and staff college, and the Air War College. Herman received a bachelor's degree from Grinnell and a law degree from Woodrow Wilson College of Law. He was admitted to the bar in 1979 and has practiced in numerous courts including the United States Supreme Court. Born in the mountains of East Tennessee, there's usually a song that follows that. As a young man, Herman reached the rank of Eagle Scout. He served as a Scoutmaster and today serves on the executive board of the Northeast Georgia Council of the Boy Scouts, and has additionally served in leadership positions in numerous other civic, political, and service organizations, and even as a past president 2 times of the Ellijay Lions Club and a lieutenant colonel in the Civil Air Patrol. Herman is a member of the Georgia State Bar, the American Bar Association, the Appalachian Bar Association, and the Board of Directors of the North Georgia Employment Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, Herman Clark. As the Pickens County Queen nominee, Mila Lane, better known as Mila. Pickens County her home since 1999. Mila instantly fell in love with the beautiful scene We have the parents of 3 children, Diego, Fatima, and Victor. I love watching soccer games with Victor play. And the grandparents of Ashley and Alexandra. At the age of 23, she graduated from the University of San Juan de Perez in Lima, Peru. And in 1987, she received a Bachelor of Law in Political Science. In 1981, she graduated from the Peruvian British Academy with a diploma in English. In 2000, she joined the Renaissance Bank, where she currently is assistant manager and head teller and personal banker here at the Jasper branch. She attended the Georgia Banking Association Institute of Banking in 2007. She's an active member of Our Lady of the Mountains Catholic Church from 2005 to 2010. She served as a CFF teacher, promoting religious education of younger members. He's not done yet. In 2005, she helped families fulfill their dream of owning their own home as an active member of the Habitat for Humanity Pickens County organization, serving as that treasurer. She served as a member of the Family Selection Committee and on the Fundraising Committee and on the Board of Directors for 9 years. She still serves on the Family Selection Committee. Since 2008, she's been involved in the Pickens County Chamber of Commerce, serving as an ambassador for 2 years, becoming a member of the Board of Directors from 2011 to 2014, and is a member of the Professional Women of Pickens County. She currently serves as chair of the Membership Development Committee. She also serves as chair of the Children's Area at the Georgia Marble Festival and currently serving on the Board of Directors. She was a participant in the Leadership Pickens 2012-2013. In 2015, she was a jail and bail participant for the Pickens First Foundation for Childhood Literacy. She's a strong supporter of Hospice and her community. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pickens County Queen nominee, Mila Lane. Last but certainly not least, the Pickens County King nominee, Mr. Jack Dunn. Jack has always been a giver to his community, and it comes with great pride that he accepted this nomination to be Pickens County's King nominee. There's no better thing that I can think of raising money for the many projects that this group helps. Jack was born and raised in the North Georgia mountains here in Pickens County, went to Pickens High School, and he learned a lot about leadership being a high school football captain. He was president of his high school senior class, and his friends and teachers here in Pickens County have given him an opportunity to start with great life experiences. Attended Reinhardt College for a short time and then went to the University of Georgia, where he finally decided he wanted to get into pharmacy. He attended Mercer's School of Pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia in 1974 and began working after pharmacy school in 1978. In his pharmacy school there at Mercer, he met the love of his life, Terry. They have 2 sons who are both following in mom and dad's footsteps. Jack started working at Jasper Drugstore with his mother and father after graduation from Mercer in 1978, and in 1999, upon the retirement of his father, he purchased the business. Jasper Drugstore is a community drugstore, and it's always been a fixture on Main Street. It continues to support many programs in the community and the many people of Pickens County and the surrounding area. Jasper Drugstore expanded in 2010 to a different location at Foothills, which was established in the summer of 2010 to assist those in Marble Hill, Yellow Creek, and Dawsonville with medication needs. As a pharmacist in July of 2011, Jack ran for the State Association of Pharmacy. He was elected to serve as president of the Georgia Pharmacy Association from 2011 to 2012, and after leaving that position, became chairman of the state board. For his many accomplishments as an independent pharmacy owner, Jack was recognized as the 2014 National Community Pharmacy Association William B. Simmons Independent Pharmacist of the Year for the United States. Jack said that the time I spent as the leader of this association was a great experience and something I will cherish for the rest of my life. He served on the 2015 Next Generation Award for providing patient care to his community and service. Jack has served on the Pickens County Board of Health for over 25 years. He's been president of the local high school football programs as well as basketball and golf programs. In 2015, he was given the Prestige Partnership Award by the high school for outstanding service. He was on the original board who started the charter for the Hall of Fame for Pickens High School and currently serves on the board at Piedmont Mountainside Hospital. Jack is a long member of the Chamber of Commerce of Pickens County and serves as co-chair of the Downtown Alliance for the Pickens County Chamber. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Dunn. And this is the envelope that talks about how much money was raised by the folks behind us and their supporters, and how much money will be going to the organizations directly tonight. The total for the King and Queen tonight was $35,088.04. The 2016 Mardi Gras on the Mountain Queen from Gilmer County, Sidney Mahan. I'm so glad for her. She spent all night tonight practicing elbow, wrist, touch the pearls and blow the kiss. So, worked out for her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce the king of the 2016 Mardi Gras on the Mountain, Mr. Jack Dunn. As we turn our attention away from celebrating the accomplishments of the individual Queen Mahan and King Dunn, we look at, he likes the way that sounds, we look at our very noble court, and we appreciate what they have done to bring attention to the causes that are supported here tonight. We appreciate them, as well as the dedicated volunteers and professional staff who have worked so tirelessly to make this happen. We also turn our attention from here to you, our fantastic audience and the supporters of Mardi Gras in the Mountain. We appreciate so much the courage and commitment of the Honor Court, the members who have gone above and beyond the call, raising thousands of dollars to help those in need. We greatly appreciate the diligence, the integrity, and the creativity of the volunteers and the professional staff who make this event possible. And last but not least, again, we salute you. It is a miracle in Jasper, Georgia, that a Mardi Gras has over 450 people sitting here. It's 450 people who gave up a Saturday night to come, dress up, contribute, and to rock this event. What a great time that we hope you have, and what a pleasure it is to work with you. To help us celebrate before we invite the Honor Court to the floor for the first dance, this wonderful moment, we would turn our attention to the center stage and to our soloist, Allison Boyle. Allison is a City of Jasper Council member, a generous contributor of her time and talents to the performing arts community. As Mardi Gras floats often have patriotic themes, especially in times of adversity, we are reminded that these wonderful evenings of joy are made possible through sacrifices that establish the peace and freedom we enjoy. We often ask, what can we do, large or small, to support the beautiful land that we live in. Our court members and King Jack and Queen Sidney have answered that question by finding bravery to say yes to the challenges of their roles tonight and throughout the rest of this year. We now join in paying tribute to them and the courage of our royalty with Miss Allison Boyle.
Some dreams live on in time forever. These dreams you want with all your heart, and we will do whatever it takes. Follow through the promise we made. Put it all on the line. What we hoped for a time would be ours. If we could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky. From that one moment in our lives, we're gonna be stronger. Know that we tried our very best. We put our spirit to the test. If we could reach, some days were meant to be remembered. These days we rise above the stars. So we'll go the distance this time. Sing more, higher we climb. For the more we believe, all the more that this dream will be ours. If we could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky. From that one moment in our lives, we're gonna be stronger. Know that we tried our very best. We put our spirit to the test. If we could if we could reach higher, just for one moment touch the sky. From that one moment in our lives, we're gonna be so much stronger. Know that we tried our very best. We put our spirit to the test. We're gonna reach so much higher. For just one moment touch the sky. From that one moment in our lives, we're gonna be stronger. Know that we tried our very best. We put our spirit to the test. If we could Thank you. We all come together as a community to support this wonderful cause. But it takes all of us in all of the communities to stand together in this great country we call America. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, the lights
We welcome our King Jack Dunn and our Queen Sidney Mahan from Mardi Gras on the Mountain to the dance floor for their first dance, followed by the Court of Honor.